Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for those two legends of sport. It's Beefy and the Bull.
Hello everyone, this is Beefy and the Bull. I remember playing in the 72 grand final.
Oh, 72! Doesn't go down like a sack of spuds this week.
None of this soft stuff.
Oh, Beefy! Oh, you've come out all guns blazing, mate. Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull, Beefy and the Bull,
Yes.
Beefy and the Bull.
Good morning everyone. Good morning. Oh,
Here we
yes,
go! Here we go
indeed.
again, Beefy! Oh, it's great to be in the studio, my friend. Oh, my big bro, bro.
All right.
Great to be here.
Firstly, I want to comment on how the art of boxing has greatly become a laughingstock and nothing more than a money grab.
Yeah, so true, Beefy. This upcoming fight between Mayweather and internet social media goose Logan Paul is a prime example.
Yes, Paul, this fight is an absolute insult to all the great fighters.
Yeah, like yourself, Beefy.
Well, so true. With Mayweather, who is undoubtedly one of the greatest boxers ever, to take on some twit from social media who doesn't deserve any such highlighting. I mean, Mayweather is certainly and unfortunately partly to blame for this debacle.
Oh, yeah, it's all about money. They don't call him Money Mayweather for nothing. He doesn't really need the money either. I mean, he's worth an absolute gazillion.
He is, yes, indeed, and in my opinion, this tarnishes all he has accomplished. It's a media circus with two clowns as stars.
Yeah, it is pathetic. Could you imagine back in the day when you were a champion boxer, Beefy, and you decided to fight some unknown tryhard from social media? Although back then there was no internet, so they would have had to, have been someone in the newspaper, I guess, like the someone out of the personal columns, or possibly a pen pal where the relationship had turned sour.
I don't think so, Paul. Anyway, now for the NRL tips, and after the refereeing debacle of the so-called magic round last week and again last night, where it is starting to appear if you tackle someone, there's a good chance you'll be sent off.
Yeah, I think they want to turn the NRL into a game of tag. I mean, I played footy for years and I had heaps of head knocks, and I'm no different, am I, Shirley?
That's true, Paul, but you were like that before you played footy, and it's beefy. Anyway, moving on to the NRL tips. Last night, what a good game last night. Cowboys and Knights. The Cowboys played great. It was a tough game. And, of course, two of the Cowboys got sent off for head-high tackles. It's getting ridiculous. Tonight, Warriors and West. I think the unpredictable Warriors should take care of West. Sharks and Dragons. Dragons have picked up, so Dragons. Saturday night, Titans and Bulldogs. Titans should take care of the Bulldogs, who I think have cemented the wooden spoon for this year well and truly. Roosters and Broncos, well, that should be the Roosters, I would think. Raiders and Storm. It'll be an interesting game, but I think the Storm should get up. Rabbits and Panthers. Now, that's going to be a tough game. Panthers should win it, but I'm actually going to tip the Rabbits, only because the Panthers are due. Eels and Manly. Oh, come on, Eels. Don't let them win again. Trebojevic is playing incredible. He's a great player, but really, no one wants to see Manly win, surely. Okay, that's enough of the NRL. And AFL tips.
No worries there, Beefy. I concur with all your tips there, by the way. There's the first. The AFL, of course, kicking off tonight up at the Gabba is Lions versus the Tigers, and I'll be at the game myself there, Beefy.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm going to say Richmond's going to win that one. Get some fine form there. Moving on to Saturday at 1:45 at the MCG. It's Carlton versus Hawthorn. Hawthorn will win that one. Geelong versus Gold Coast Suns. I tell you what, it's down there at the Cattery, and Geelong will win that one. Moving on to Adelaide versus Melbourne at Adelaide Oval. Melbourne unstoppable, 9 wins from the first 9 games of the season. They're going to continue on with a 10th win, and mind you, Adelaide playing a little bit better at the moment. Bulldogs versus St Kilda. True. Bulldogs will win that one. Fremantle versus the Sydney Swans. Optus Stadium in Western Australia, very interesting. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to give Fremantle that one. I reckon they're going to get over the Swannies.
You'll probably fall straight off it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Beefy. Moving on to Sunday, Giants versus the Eagles. Who knows? Where's it being played? Giants Stadium. We're going to go for the Giants of that one. Collingwood versus Port Adelaide. Mate. Well, the old prison bars controversy where Collingwood wouldn't let them wear the prison bars. Oh, get over yourselves, I tell you what.
Good on you, Kosh.
Yeah, good on you, Kosh. I tell you what, I reckon Port Adelaide are going to come out and thump them. They're all fired up. And the last game is Essendon versus North Melbourne. North Melbourne getting their first win in 285 days. Wow. Wasn't it great to see the Kangaroos get a win? All the boys getting around and singing the song. And I tell you what,
probably forgotten all the words by now.
Yeah, they had actually. Yeah. It was quite silent actually. Bombers are going to flog them by 300.
Right, yes, that's going to be a tragic game. Oh, dear. It will be interesting to see how the Broncos go next year, too, after they've lost a number of good players. But they have gained the best goal kicker in the league with Adam Reynolds.
Yeah. When are they going to gain some respect, though?
That's a long way off yet.
Yes, so Reynolds is gone, is he?
He's going to the Broncos.
Yeah, right.
Sad indeed.
How old's he? Not that matters. I mean, you played first grade right up to your 67.
Yeah, that's right. You can play forever if you got the heart, the ticker.
You got the ticker.
But, I wouldn't be surprised, though, that a certain ex-coach of the Broncos makes his return.
Very, very, very interesting. Hey, Beefy, I saw last week the Indian Millionaires Club representative, Michael Slater, wants to hold a debate with the Prime Minister, Morrison, on the closure of the borders to India.
Yes, that's right. Slater, who is slumming it with approximately 30 other cricketers and commentators in the Maldives, wants to argue that even though they were given endless warnings to leave India, who was in a COVID crisis, and chose to stay there because of money, that Australia should drop its border health security rules and regulations because they are cricketers and basically stuff anyone else who isn't.
He just doesn't get it. I mean, it is apparent with Hussey getting COVID that cricketers are not immune to COVID like AFL players and associated family, friends and officials.
That is so true. And AFL players were granted immunity by the Queensland Premier of COVID, so they done very well. And I bet you now Slater's probably wishing that he played AFL. Anyway, he will just have to now suffer in the Maldives.
Pretty sure you can get some cream for that. Anyway, that's it for this week. Yes. And as we always say, sport waits for nobody. I'm Beefy.
No, you're not.
Oh, I nearly got
head knocks.
I nearly got
Too many head knocks.
Hey, don't look at me like that, Shirley.